In a race against time, America's most vulnerable hope to get vaccinated before being infected by the coronavirus. The latest concern is the emergence of two new variants that are both as much as 70% more contagious. Experts say the good news is it appears neither variant is more deadly and both are covered by existing vaccines. Meanwhile, there's frustration about the slow vaccine rollout as agencies tasked with putting shots in arms have only used about a third of the vaccines they were given back in December. Some governors threatened to fine hospitals and other vaccine centers if they don't speed up the process. Most states put healthcare workers and nursing home residents at the front of the line, followed by the elderly who live at home. Health experts say holiday gathering caused an increase in cases. Many hospitals are now at or near capacity, meaning overflow patients need to be transferred elsewhere. Elective procedures must be canceled or both.
Well, medical reporter Lorie Johnson joins us now. And Lorie, I've got to find why are hospitals being so slow in rolling out this vaccine?
Well, Gordon, it appears to be administrative, sort of an organizational problem. We know that each state is rolling out the vaccine differently. The vaccines were given to the governors and the health departments of each state, and then they were then given to the hospitals and other vaccine centers and given guidelines on how to give out the vaccines. And, you know, a lot of people were off over the holidays. It takes a while to get people signed up. So it looks like things are getting ramped up now. We now have about 500,000 people being vaccinated each day, and that is expected to go up to about 1 million vaccines each day. About 21 million vaccines were sent out in December. So far, only about 7 million people have been vaccinated.
Well, if you want to get that vaccine, if you want to get vaccinated, what do you do to get one?
Well, people who live in nursing homes and work at hospitals are being contacted. They don't really need to do anything. They will be contacted. But other people need to contact their doctors or their health departments. For example, in Florida, anyone over the age of 65 is eligible to get a vaccine. So call your doctor or contact your health department and sign up, and you'll be given instructions about where to go and so forth. So call your doctor or health department.
Well, with the surge in cases, a lot of people are getting it, and then the people that are getting it are being told recover at home. What should they be doing to get well faster?
Well, that's right. 12% of everyone who gets a coronavirus are hospitalized. So that means 78% of those who do contract the coronavirus are being told to recover at home. And the CDC says 3 things to keep in mind: get plenty of rest, drink lots of liquids, and take acetaminophen, Tylenol if you're feeling achy or have other conditions. Many of the doctors I've interviewed tack on 3 other things: vitamin C, vitamin D, and zinc. And then still even more doctors will say things like budesonide, which is an asthma medication, Mucinex, which is an over-the-counter drug, helps clear congestion in the lungs, because remember, COVID is generally a lung condition. Just treat the symptoms that you're experiencing.
Well, we've got viewer questions. Here's one from Instagram. Has there been any documentation or information on how those who have received the vaccine are doing? Any symptoms following their first vaccination shot? Any symptoms following the second injection?
Well, that's a great and very intelligent question to ask, and the answer is yes, there are some side effects. We know that people who get the vaccine oftentimes have sort of achy feelings. They have pain at the injection site. They feel sick a little bit for maybe anywhere from 1 to 3 days. These are common symptoms of getting the vaccine. We also know that that's very temporary, and we also know that there are some very rare instances of severe allergic reactions. Again, those are very rare, and all of the people who have experienced those have recovered. We do know that there is one death that may be associated with the vaccine. We know that a Miami-based physician, an obstetrician gynecologist in the Miami Beach area, died a couple of weeks after getting his vaccine. Although, Gordon, it's important to note that at this point there is no evidence that the vaccine caused the death, but that is being investigated by health officials in Florida. Africa.
All right, we've got another question. This is Lynn. There are reports of new COVID strains. Would the vaccine cover this, or will we need a new vaccine and a shot every year?
Another great question. So right now it looks like these variants, these mutations, one came out of the UK and the other South Africa, they do make the virus much more contagious. So we're at an even greater risk of contracting COVID vaccine, or rather the COVID virus. The good news is it looks like the vaccines do cover these, and also it doesn't look like that they make the virus any deadlier, although just like with the flu, doctors are keeping an eye on these mutations. Mutations are very common with vaccines, or rather with viruses, and sometimes the vaccine does need to be altered, and that's why we have to have different flu vaccines every year, because the flu virus does mutate so much. It doesn't look like right now the COVID virus has mutated that much to require a different vaccine, but obviously that's something that health experts are going to be keeping a very close eye on.
Well, I've got to ask, does the vaccination wear off? I mean, like flu, you've got to get it renewed every year. Are we going to have to take a COVID vaccination every year?
Yeah, it's another great question. These are all things that people are thinking about. And right now, health experts are hopeful that we will not need to get one every year like we do with the flu vaccine, although it's unclear. And as far as how long it lasts, it looks like immunity will last at least a year. Several months to be sure. And so that still remains to be seen. All
right, well, these are uncharted waters. Thanks for your insight, and you can always get the latest COVID-19 updates. We have lots of information on the CBN News Channel app, so download it today and stay informed. This is obviously a fast-moving area of medical technology, and you need to be informed how you can stay safe and protected from the virus. Hello, I'm Gordon Robertson. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more encouraging videos like this one. Welcome to the 700 Club Interactive family, and God bless you.